On this very memorable occasion of 50 years of ministry, not only to our community, but to our world, we want to lift our hearts in gratitude and praise to a wonderful God who has been with us all along the way. More than just the achievements that have been fulfilled, we are very, very grateful to God for the many lives that have been touched and dramatically changed through the power of the gospel as it has been preached from our pulpit as well as pulpits around the world. Our theme for 50 years has been one of my very favorite hymns, "Great is Thy Faithfulness." And we can honestly say after these many, many years, God has been faithful. And on this occasion, we again lift our hearts in praise and gratitude for the faithfulness of a wonderful God.
In July of 1959, Pastor Donald and Vernita Sheley and Matt and Nancy Black invited a few friends to the Blacks' home for Bible study. A few weeks later, they began to discuss the possibility of starting a new church. On October 3, 1959, Calvary Cross Church was founded by Pastor Donald B. Sheley. The Colma Community Center was rented for $5 a Sunday. Vernita's father, Pastor Ely Persing, joined in and taught the adult Sunday school class. The congregation grew, and by July of 1960, 1¼ acres of land at 205 San Fernando Way, Daly City, was purchased for $20,000. The down payment of $10,000 was loaned by Vernita's parents, who had been completely supportive from the beginning. The church also purchased 2 barracks buildings at Travis Air Force Base for $2,000, which were torn down and used to build the first building. September of 1961 was the groundbreaking for the property, and with the exception of one contractor, the building was built by volunteer church members who came after work each evening and on weekends. The ladies had meals ready, and then everyone would help with the work. Men and women worked together until it was too dark to see. In April of 1961, the new Calvary Cross Church was dedicated. Pastor Don Sheley is known for his creative ideas. In 1964, he purchased a semi-truck and trailer. He converted the trailer into a portable church platform complete with organ. Drive-in church at El Rancho Theater was held every Sunday morning at 9:30 for 2 years, along with 2 services at Calvary Cross Church. In September of 1966, Magic Hill Nursery School was established and was administered by Mrs. Vernita Sheley. 3 years later, at the request of parents, a kindergarten class was opened, birthing Calvary Cross Academy. Each year, a grade was added through the 8th grade. In the last quarter of 1971, the church and school were out of space, and negotiations for purchasing the Portola Highlands Shopping Center, 1900 Monterey Drive, San Bruno, were in process, culminating in a miracle from God. The owner of the building, Mr. Gordon Hansen of Challenge Corp., gave the church an amazing gift by crossing off $1 million of equity, leaving us to pay off the note on the rest of the mortgage. The church just took over the payments, $4,800 a month, which at that time seemed monumental. But God has been faithful. No payment was late or missed. Over the Christmas holidays, Calvary Cross Academy, then 60 students, moved into 4 former offices on the 2nd floor, and the school office moved into the liquor store and wine cellar. The spirits changed for the good. March 27, 1972, Palm Sunday, was the first official service of the church, now known as Church of the Highlands, San Bruno. In November of 1972, Highlands Preschool opened and was licensed for 136 students. May of 1973, the Daly City facility was sold to Seton Hospital, and today it's used as an employee parking lot. During the 70s, Calvary Cross Church established St. James Bible College in San Bruno. Later, a facility in Pacifica was leased to house both the college and the church. In the several years that the college was running, many pastors and lay counselors were trained and went on to have successful ministries. Within 4 years of being in the new facility, Highlands Christian Schools had already outgrown the new building and needed to lease 2 wings of the Portola Elementary School. The younger elementary students, kindergarten through 3rd grade, attended Highlands 2. The older students, grades 4 through 9th, attended Highlands 1 at the main campus. 10th grade was added in 1977, and in 1978 the 11th and 12th grades were added. We graduated 2 students from the 12th grade in June of 1979. They were Karlton Sheley and Brenda Smith. Now Brenda Miller, wife of our former youth pastor, Rick Miller. In September of 1979, we began televising our Sunday services in a program called Discovery. This lasted for 14 years. Also around 1979, families from Eureka called for a pastor to come to their church. For 1 year, Pastor Sheley drove to Eureka Church of the Highlands on Sunday afternoons to preach to them in the evening. Later, Bill Gallagher and Kim Castro, 2 of St. James graduates, were placed there as pastors. In 1982, Ron Fields, the pastor of the Little Brown Church of Pacifica and Calvary Cross Church's first convert, died in an electrical accident. Our associate pastor, Stan Way, was sent to be their pastor, and the name was changed to Church of the Highlands, Pacifica. In 1982, families in Calistoga called for assistance to start a church. Pastor Sheley held a Bible study for 9 months on Wednesday nights in a home, and Thursday mornings led a men's Bible study at the Silverado restaurant. From these meetings grew Church of the Highlands, Calistoga. One of the teachers from St. James Bible College, Kellen Ingram, took the pastorate in April of 1983. In February of 1990, our Daybreak radio program began. Pastor Sheley shares God's Word Monday through Friday and Sunday mornings on KFAX 1100 AM. In 1992, 4 more rooms were added to the church and school facility on the 3rd floor to handle the growing needs of the school. During the spring and summer of 1993, a long-awaited parking lot, Sneath Lane and Skyline Boulevard, was completed for basic use after 7 years of negotiations. In September of 1994, new playground equipment for the preschool and children's Sunday ministries was added. In 1996 and 1997, an exciting new facelift for the entrance to Church of the Highlands not only enhanced its beauty, but provided stunning new men's and women's restrooms, as well as a church office. April 2003, through the generosity of parents, a new playground facility was installed for the academy. In 1987, due to space limitations, the school graduated its last high school class. However, in the fall of 2004, 9th grade was added again to begin the college prep division of Highlands Christian Schools. It was exciting to have a high school again. Laptop computers, special desks and chairs were added for each college prep student. During the same time, the athletic department was greatly expanded. Ms. Natalie Talbot was appointed athletic director. In July of 2006, Pastor Leighton Sheley was installed as senior pastor on Father's Day. Pastor Donald Sheley continues to hold the positions of founding pastor, missions pastor, as well as preaching pastor along with Pastor Leighton. Additional staff was added: Pastor and Mrs. Bean, marriage counseling; Mr. Eric Chester, Awana director and project coordinator; Pastor and Mrs. Steve Simmons, youth pastor; Mr. Matt Tinetti for family ministries, and other needed department leaders. In 2007 and 2008, the 12th grade is added. Now, Highlands Christian Schools is accredited kindergarten through 12th grade. The sports program becomes a member of the CIF CCS PSAL. In March of 2009, Highlands Christian College Preparatory and Alma Heights Christian Academy announce a merger of the 2 high schools. The new high school allows an expanded sports and arts program and more opportunity for classes, including more advanced placement classes. In July of 2009, Church of the Highlands was awarded the 2009 Best of San Bruno Award in the Community Churches category by the U.S. Commerce Association, Washington, D.C. After serving for more than a decade, the original church website, designed in the era of 2400 baud modems, was overhauled. The school and Daybreak Ministry also had websites commissioned. In celebration of the 50th anniversary, we are pleased to announce that the new church and Daybreak sites are going public today. Happy 50th anniversary, Church of the Highlands.